So you might not see us really well, but I think you might on the screen if you can't see me, because it's more fun to talk directly to the kids than up here. Oh, good, this feels better. I like being with the kids. Hi, kids. I brought my little bear today. Yeah, I see Bear. Hi, Bear. Yeah, I'm feeling much better now. My little bear is kind of like my lovey. Well, Harumph, what are we going to do today? Well, I thought that maybe, I know, let's play hide and seek. Well, I thought maybe we'd like to run around first. Let's play chase. Oh, okay. Come on, Purple Trunky, chase me. Chase me. What? Come on, Purple Trunky, chase me. What? What did you call me? Purple Trunky, chase me. Oh, that's not my name. Why are you calling me Purple Trunky? I don't like that. I'm Alice. Don't make fun of my Purple Trunky. Well, I was being funny. No, I don't like that. I'm going over here. I don't like that. That's mean. I don't like it. Oh dear. I think I made my friend upset. Oh, shoot. Poopy. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, shoot. I don't know what to do. Harumph, what's going on? You have a problem? Deb, I think I said something that Alice didn't like. Well, I heard her yelling. Yeah, she didn't like it. What didn't she like? Well, I called her Purple Trunky because she's got a purple trunk. Oh, I think I hurt her feelings. Well, what are you gonna do, Harumph? I don't know. Can you help her? I know what I can do. What are you going to do? I'm gonna, Alice, come here. She's not moving. Oh, Alice, I'll come over to you. Alice, I brought you something. What? I'm gonna you can hold my little bear if you want, and maybe that'll make you feel better. And I'm not gonna call you that name again, because you didn't like that, and I thought it was really funny, and I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, because you're my good friend, and oh, Alice, take little bear. Okay. There, he's stuck on me now. Oh, he's kind of nice. He's furry. I like that. Oh, Harumph, that was so nice. Okay, if you don't call me that name again, just call me Alice. Yeah, I'll just call you Alice. Oh, good. Whew. Now we can be friends again? Yeah, we can be friends. Are we okay now? Okay, let's go play. Okay, ready? Chase me. Okay. Off they go. Well, my goodness, it looks like they solved their problem. So you saw that Harumph made a mistake and called Alice a name that he thought was funny, and she didn't think was very funny. And it hurt her feelings. And then, when he realized what he was done, he then said, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? And he figured it out. He let her hold his stuffy. And that's it. So let's sing our children off to their families.
Yeah, please remain seated with hands over your hearts as we sing Come Sing a Song With Me, number 346, to sing our beloved children back to their families and out to class. Thank you, Deb.
During the months of July and August, our offering plate will benefit Deaf World Against Violence Everywhere, or D-WAVE. D-WAVE's mission is to promote the empowerment of and communities and equality for Ohio's diverse deaf, deafblind, and hard of hearing communities by offering culturally affirmative advocacy and education while inspiring community accountability in response to oppression in relationship and sexual violence. D-WAVE is a deaf-run agency that has been providing direct advocacy service for 20 years to the deaf, deafblind, deaf-disabled, and hard-of-hearing communities. So in addition to passing the basket, you can text to give or scan the QR code or visit firstucolumbus.org/donate. Thank you for your generosity. The ushers will now receive the offering.
Today's pastoral listener is Kathleen Fowler. If you have something on your mind or heart today, they will be in Beach Hall after the service and will be happy to listen. We are sorry to report the passing of Paula Hook on June 28th. There will be no memorial service, but we will be offering a remembrance time for her at the fall senior gathering. And a reminder that the service for Claire Bauza will be held this afternoon at 3. Fred Rogers, the minister, children's television icon, and creator of The Land of Make-Believe, was presented with an Emmy for Lifetime Achievement in 1997. In his acceptance speech, he gave us these instructions. All of us have special ones who have loved us into being. Would you take just 10 seconds to think of the people who have helped you become who you are? 10 seconds of silence.
just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling you're growing inside. And when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling, a feeling you know you're alive. And when you wake up ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling, a feeling you know you're alive.
From the writings of Fred Rogers. As human beings, our job in life is to help people realize how rare and valuable each one of us is, that each of us has something that no one else has or ever will have, something inside that is unique to all time. Please remain seated to sing How Could Anyone Ever Tell You, number 1053.
How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul.
When you think about preschool, you might think about kids playing a little, learning their ABCs, having snacks, doing crafts, maybe playing outside for a bit. But SYC is different from many preschools. And for the rest of the service, for that to make sense, it might help to start off with a little information about what makes the School for Young Children here at First UU unique. To begin with, SYC will soon begin its 56th year in operation as an outreach of the church. We enroll 147 children aged 2 to 5 each school year. That's a lot of families and children who have been influenced by this program for over the course of 56 years. We employ 19 teachers and support staff, with 20 people through the years who have been teaching for 20 years or more. If you've read anything about early childhood education, you'll know that that kind of longevity is almost unheard of. Teachers stay at SYC not because of the pay, though we did lead the drive to increase the base pay for all church employees a few years ago, but they stay because of the relationships, the respect for each teacher as a person first and an employee second, and the power and importance of the work that we do. For many of us, SYC is our passion and our life's work.
SYC is known around the US and internationally. A book about our practices was published a few years ago to wide acclaim, which spurred phone calls and emails from around the world from folks wanting to know more about what we do. We've had visits from professionals at places like Nationwide Children's Hospital who have wanted to witness our focus on social and emotional development and bring it into their own programs. Over the last 56 years, SYC's philosophy has stayed the same, that the foundation of all learning is social and emotional development through play, and within the context of loving, respectful relationships. You can't learn to read if you're scared of the person sitting next to you. How do you learn not to be scared? Through playing with others, learning that you have the power and responsibility to set limits on others. I won't let you hit me. You're not the boss of my body, as well as the responsibility to listen if someone sets a limit on you. You can't learn about science if you're afraid to make a mistake or make a mistake and give up. How do you learn to make mistakes and keep trying? Through living and playing in a safe place where you can make mistakes and not be ridiculed, where you're motivated by your own interests to try again, where you're allowed large amounts of time to experiment. You can't learn to add if you're worried about who you'll sit next to at lunch or who you'll play with at recess. How do you learn to negotiate these social situations? Through lots of practice, playing with others, working through conflict, through seeing the effects of your actions on others, and through the gentle, loving guidance of an adult. You can't learn the days of the week if you burst into tears because you'll miss your grown-ups. So how do you learn to handle those big emotions? Through having all of your feelings, the easy ones like happy and excited, and the more uncomfortable ones like angry or frustrated. Through having all of these feelings accepted and acknowledged. Experiencing these feelings don't last forever, and having a loving adult to help you figure out what you can do to get through. You may not see the same focus in other preschools. You'll see ABCs, counting, weather, but you might not see the focus on relationships, on feelings, on conflict, on true child-led play. What else might you not see? Adults learning alongside children. All those skills I just talked about, taking risks, making mistakes, setting limits on others, listening to their limits, knowing what to do with your big feelings without squashing them down and inflicting them on someone else, knowing how to work with and get along others. Those are things that we all are still working on, and I'm guessing you might be working too on those. So SYC encourages all adults, parents, caregivers, teachers, to live up to the goals and expectations that we have for our children, to be the best people we can be, knowing we'll make mistakes along the way, and to bring those skills that we learned and practice at SYC to our interactions and relationships with everyone, grandparents, coworkers, neighbors, the clerk at the grocery store, and the person on the other side of a difficult issue. Those powerful lessons have been spread far and wide, way past these walls at SYC, and over the last 50 years worth of SYC alumni and families. In a moment, you'll hear us talk about what kids learn at SYC and what adults learn at SYC, and how that learning is influencing the world we are building together. As you listen, imagine what the world could be like if more of us had an SYC-like experience. Nikki?
Good morning. My name is Nikki Ducey, and my pronouns are she, her. I'm an RE assistant here at church. I'm a white woman in my early 50s with long hair wearing an SYC shirt. We moved to the Columbus area in 2007 when my daughter Lily was 2 and my son Austin 1. I imagine at least some of you know a McNabb. Amy McNabb is one of my best friends whom I have known my whole life. When we moved here, she told me the kids had to go to SYC. So Lily started in the 3s the following September, and when Austin was old enough, and then Desmond, they both started in the 2s. Having my kids at SYC didn't just help them, it helped me become a better parent. It also helped me be easier on myself. I learned that it's okay to make a mistake. What a concept. When Lily was 5, a classmate told her that she needed to accept Jesus as Christ, or something like that. Lily came home with all kinds of questions and wanting answers that I didn't have. She wanted to know definitively if there's a God. Susan then told me about First UU Church and how it is a great place for community and how it can help Lily to explore different ideas. Around that time, I also learned about the OWL program. We started coming to church halfway through Lily's kindergarten year. I remember Linda McNabb was the teacher for Lily's class, which helped immensely because Lily knew Linda. And then I volunteered in Austin and Desmond's class. Church became our routine during the school year, and my kids have done OWL through 8th grade and Neighboring Faiths, and Lily did Coming of Age. After COVID, I let the kids choose if they came to church or not, except 8th grade OWL was non-negotiable. As my kids have aged out of RE, they now work here. Lily works in the toddler room and does dishes, while Austin and Desmond do sound. In fact, Desmond's here today. I love this so much because even though they wouldn't necessarily choose to attend service, I know they feel a level of comfort and belonging that they don't quite get anywhere else. In fact, in Austin's Senior Gateway, he mentioned that even though he's only here occasionally, he still pays attention to and gains something from the service when he's here working. When Lily started kindergarten in Westerville, I was sad to hear a teacher telling a child to stop crying. And then I remember Austin being made fun of because he had fingernail polish on, or a classmate telling Desmond she didn't know boys took dance lessons. All 3 of the people were not mean people. I actually really liked that kindergarten teacher, and the kids that made the polish and dance comments were not bad kids. But my kids quickly learned not everywhere or everyone is as special as SYC and church. I love the connection of SYC and church. SYC is such an amazing preschool, and I was so sad when Desmond jumped off the SYC rock for the last time as a student. But I feel like we still get the SYC connection by coming to church, listening to Deb teach in K1L and Jen in Spirit Play, and I get to use the tools I learned as an SYC parent when I interact with the kids. As I was typing this up, Lily came home from working in the toddler room 2 Sundays ago, and she told me how Cy was playing with a dump truck, and Finn wanted to do as well. She told Finn that he can have a turn when Cy was done. She looked at me and said, "I assumed we go by the same rules as SYC." It made me so happy to see how it had come full circle.
You know, human beings learn best and most from other human beings. That's all part of being human. And we learn best from people who really care about us, people we really like. It's you I like. It's not the things you wear. It's not the way you do your hair. But it's you I like. The way you are right now, the way down deep inside you. Not the things that hide you, not your toys, they're just beside you. But it's you I like. Every part of you, your skin, your eyes, your feelings, whether old or new. I hope that you'll remember, even when you're feeling blue, that it's you I like, it's you yourself, it's you I like. And that's true. And you'll find that the people who love you best are the ones you learn the most from. And the more they teach you and the more you learn, the better feeling you have about yourself and the world we live in.
A few weeks ago, 5 of us from SYC attended a Mr. Rogers, Work of Fred Rogers conference in Pennsylvania. We spent 2 days listening and learning about the work of Fred Rogers and how his ideas have inspired everything from research on social media to work with church youth programs and assessment programs for neurodivergent children. One of the workshops I attended was hosted by Kevin Hershey, a Presbyterian pastor and a youth group leader, and it was titled Living Sanctuaries, Being Safe Spaces the Mr. Rogers Way. Kevin talked about how Mr. Rogers was a living safe space, how children felt safe with him, even with a screen between them. He said that we feel safe when we feel seen, cherished, and together. During the workshop, Kevin played that song we just heard, It's You I Like. Now, that song has always been a bit tricky for me. How does Mr. Rogers even know he likes me? He hasn't met me. How do I need to love and like everyone, even, those people? What does loving everyone even look like? And Kevin reminded us of these lyrics that go, but it's you I like, the way you are right now, the way down deep inside you, not the things that hide you. The things that hide you. I never really focused on that line of the song, but Kevin reminded us of this other quote from Mr. Rogers. When I say it's you I like, I'm talking about the part of you that knows that life is far more than anything you can ever see or hear or touch. That deep part of you that allows you to stand for those things without which humankind cannot survive. Love that conquers hate, peace that rises triumphant over war, and justice that proves more powerful than greed. Fred Rogers is saying that while each of us has a core that is full of love and peace and justice, sometimes that core is hidden from view by struggles, unmet needs, fatigue, insecurity, and all those things that can make it hard to see the goodness inside. Fred charges us with striving to find each person's cherishable self behind that rough exterior. He doesn't pretend that the hard parts aren't there. He just believes that the hard parts are not authentic to who we are, deep inside. Fred says, I'm going to see you, I'm going to see all of you, and I'm going to focus on that deep part of you inside first before I worry about those things that are outside that are hiding you. And that's not going to change the way I feel about you. It's a bit of a challenge, isn't it? At SYC, we strive to see the goodness at the core of each other. Children who haven't yet learned what to do with their big feelings. Parents and caregivers who are handling the chaos of raising young children the best they can. And co-teachers who have families and lives and demands outside of school. To be honest, it's often harder to find the cherishable parts in adults than it is in children, yeah? But we figure, well, adults have had a lot of time to learn how to be human. They've had a lot of practice. You think they'd be better at it. But also, adults have also had a lot more time to be hurt, to experience trauma, to build up those walls that hide their true selves. It might take a little more listening, a little more patience and connection to find their core goodness. And what's even harder sometimes is seeing that goodness that's inside of yourself. Mr. Rogers says, when we love a person, we accept him or her exactly as is, the lovely with the unlovely, the strong with the fearful, the true mixed with the facade, and of course, the only way we can do that is by accepting ourselves that way. How often do we put ourselves down, focus on our mistakes, and see our worst moments as the core of who we are? Mr. Rogers charges us to accept ourselves exactly as we are right now, seeing the goodness at the core while working on the things that hide our goodness from the world. He wrote, the toughest thing is to love somebody who has done something mean to you, especially when that somebody is yourself. Look inside yourself. Find that loving part of you. Take good care of that part because it helps you to love your neighbor.
Good morning. My name is Kara Sight, and my pronouns are she, her. I'm a 46-year-old white woman with shoulder-length orange hair wearing glasses. I currently serve as First UU's General Counsel, providing Thank you. I provide legal support to the Board of Trustees, the staff and volunteer group, and have taught Spirit Play 2 for the RE program the past 3 years. I first came to this church through the doors of the School for Young Children. I have 3 kiddos, ages 11, hi Ben, 9, and 6. All 3 attended and graduated from SYC during their preschool years. At the time, I was an admittedly overwhelmed new mom who really disliked turning left onto High Street with, with a minivan full of screeching children. So I would sometimes park in the Weisheimer lot, to take advantage of the traffic light on our way out when I would drop the kids off and bring them to school and pick them up. And so I would cut through the church to bring my children to school. And as I coaxed my then toddlers to walk through the building, the smiling faces of the church members and staff always welcomed us, no matter what state we were in. And the various signs, bulletin boards, and flags always caught my eye. I would ask Holly, hi Holly, in the SYC office, is this really a church? Can a church be this accepting of all different kinds of folks? And she responded by encouraging me to check it out on Sundays. So I did, and here I am, nearly 10 years later, a happy member of this beloved community. So learning to live and work and love together, to be human, that's hard work that we're asking of our children and of ourselves. And we don't always live up to our ideals.
Sometimes we avoid conflict by gossiping rather than talking to the person we're having the conflict with.
And sometimes we let our anger or frustration get the best of us, and we lash out in unkind ways.
Sometimes we get offended when someone sets a limit on us and don't assume that they have positive intent.
We all make mistakes, but we are hopefully also working on admitting our mistakes, repairing relationships, and getting help when needed.
This is who SYC is for so many children, families, caregivers, and teachers. A safe place for them and a model for how to be a safe place for others.
In our best moments, this is who First UU is, too. A safe place for people to be who they are without judgment or shame. A place to make mistakes, repair relationships, and try again. To learn to live and work together, to be our best selves. The vision of First Unitarian Universalist Church of Columbus is to transform and heal ourselves and our world through reason and through love.
As an outreach program of First UU, a part of this church, SYC brings this vision, our vision, out to the wider world, transforming and healing ourselves and the wider community. SYC does it through research-based practice and strong, committed, loving relationships with children, families, caregivers, and each other.
While First UU offers people a place to ask the big questions, find their places in the world, and work to make our world a better place.
As both Kara and Nikki said, sometimes potential SYC families ask if we are a religious school, and I say that, well, we are, to the extent that learning to get along, respecting each other, seeing the value in each other, striving to be our best selves, even when it's uncomfortable, and working together to make the world a better place is religion.
And it's exactly what this church believes in.
When a family is about to graduate from SYC, parents may lament about no longer being part of our community, losing that safe space. And when I say, as Nikki and Kara said, go down the hall. You'll find a lot of the same things down there that you find down here. In fact, if you look through a roster of folks in the First UU leadership, particularly in RE, you'll see a lot of SYC folks. We, SYC and First UU, have the same values and are working together to share those values with a hurting, chaotic world. Thank you, each of you, for supporting SYC as a part of First UU. You can be proud of your part for helping so many people be their best selves. For 56 years and counting, 147 children and families at a time, we together are changing the world and learning to be human through reason and love.
And the good thing about the end of a week is that we can look forward to the beginning of the next, when I'll be back, when the week is new, and I'll have more ideas for you, and you'll have things you'll want to do, and I will too. I'll think of you when I'm not here, 'cause thinking of people makes them seem near. The friends who know you, love you cheerfully, I do too.
If you'd like to learn more about SYC, feel free to drop me a note and we can schedule a time for you to come visit. All are welcome. I can't promise puppet shows, but you never know.
If you're an SYC family who is visiting First UU today and you're interested in finding out more about our community, please consider coming back to visit on another Sunday. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
We'll close with some final words from Mr. Rogers. There are 3 ways to ultimate success. The first is to be kind. The second way is to be kind. And the third way is to be kind.
I'm going to go off script for a second. And as Amy said, when you think about 55 years of impact in this community, I want to recognize that in some ways. So how many of you had children who went to the SYC program in the past? Excellent. How many of you taught at SYC in the past?
Or now.
Or I'm coming to that.
Oh, sorry.
How many of you teach now at SYC? And how many of you have children currently at SYC? So we need to expand. How many were SYC kids that grew up?
Back there.
Yeah, excellent, excellent. So let us again thank the wonderful people who bring this incredible program out into the world. And now we'll extinguish our chalice together. And somebody can extinguish. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of vision. As we go forth, let us heal and transform ourselves and our world through reason and love.
you. We're supposed to go.